Now a battle over a baby making news across the country tonight. It involves an LA couple who paid a surrogate mother to carry their baby. But now the surrogate wants to keep the child. CBS LA's Brittney Ermon is in the newsroom with the lawsuit that has crossed multiple states now. Brittney?
That's right, Pat. This is a complicated story involving medical ethics and legal challenges. The baby was born today with a severe heart defect. The couple who hired the surrogate knew in advance the baby would face serious health challenges and asked the surrogate to get an abortion, but she refused. Then she fled to a state where abortions are illegal.
I felt hopeful for sure. I knew that it wasn't a death sentence of a diagnosis.
McKenna West says she wanted to give the baby she was carrying a chance. West was about 20 weeks into a surrogate pregnancy for a Los Angeles couple when doctors discovered the baby had hypoplastic left heart syndrome. It's a rare heart defect that can require multiple surgeries. West told this conservative organization Live Action the intended parents wanted to end the pregnancy, but West refused.
It was just a horrible, trapped feeling to be like, this is my body and I absolutely don't want to go through this.
West eventually left her home in Alaska and went to Texas to continue the pregnancy, where state law does not allow abortions based on a fetal diagnosis like Gabriel's. The baby was born on Wednesday, where the medical team was ordered to deliver life-saving care. And with his birth, the legal battle enters a new phase.
She wants the baby, she wants the legal recognition that she is the mother. And she wants that because she cares fundamentally for the life and safety of baby Gabriel.
West's attorney acknowledges she signed a surrogacy contract that addressed termination. He says the agreement stated that if a birth defect was discovered, the intended parents could request a termination and West would follow through. Her attorney now argues she should not be bound by that agreement.
Anyone who tells you that a woman should have a right to choose an abortion, I hope that they believe that a woman should have a right to choose not to get an abortion.
The case stretches across 3 states, from Alaska, where West lived, to California, where the intended parents live, and Texas, where Gabriel was born. The dispute is now putting a spotlight on what happens when a surrogate and intended parents disagree.
A huge part of our informed consent is talking about termination, talking about these exact scenarios.
Angela Richardson-Mook runs Alicia Surrogacy, which is not involved in the case. She says the goal is to make sure everyone is on the same page before a pregnancy begins.
The time to discover that a surrogate and intended parent are fundamentally disagree about anything is in the matching process, in the legal process, and not in the middle of a medical crisis.
Now, we did try to get in touch with the intended parents several times today, and we're still waiting to hear back. Now, West's attorney says they plan to challenge the court order, and they're prepared to take the fight all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court. So, Pat, a lot to keep an eye on.
Certainly, Brittney. I have questions like, did the baby have that life-saving care already? And if so, who pays for that?
Now? Yeah.
Exactly. So thanks so much.
Of course.
Look forward to hearing more.